Hi guys, and Mish Mites here. If you're new to my channel, then welcome, and if you've been rocking with me for a while, then what's up? I'm gonna be talking about the Fenty Beauty Rihanna collection. I want to talk about my dupes for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette, which I used on my eyes today. So if you're interested, then keep on watching. So I'm sure you've already seen a whole bunch of reviews on the Fenty Beauty foundation, but a couple people have requested that I do it. And on my eyes is a dupe for the Subculture palette, which I'll show you swatches of them later in the video, so keep on watching. But let's get into the Fenty Beauty collection. And I got the color 450. I bought this online, so I wasn't sure like if the color was correct, and I think it said for dark skin with warm undertones, and so I figured that that color might work, even though it looks like I have red undertone right now, but that's just my lighting in my room and stuff. It says medium to full coverage for all, Longwear, light as air, and then it just says shake well, and that's pretty much it. I also did not get her primer, so if you have tried her primer and you like it, let me know in the comments below and I might try it out. Again, I'm in the color 450. Wow. This has a nice, like, refreshing smell to it. I like that. Okay, so even though I have dry skin, I don't feel this tight, like tightening. I think I watched one person's review. I think she has dry skin, and she mentioned that she had to have like a hydrating primer, a hydrating moisturizer underneath this foundation because it was drying, but I don't feel this drying. I didn't put a moisturizer on, and the only primer that I used was a Benefit primer, which isn't moisturizing. So I don't feel this extremely drying at all. It's actually quite comfortable to wear. It kind of feels just very light and airy. I'm just not so sure about the color at this moment, but we're gonna put another coat because I do see still some hyperpigmentation around my mouth. It does say medium to full coverage, so we're going to see if we can layer this foundation. And if you need a shade reference in terms of shades that I use in other foundations, I'll leave that down in the description bar so you could kind of see what foundations match me, just to get a comparison. I put on my concealer. The concealer that I use is the NARS Creamy Radiant, and earlier I used my Tarte concealer, and concealers blend seamlessly with the Fenty Beauty foundation, because sometimes if you use a different concealer, different product from the line, sometimes certain concealers and certain foundations don't mix. So I've noticed that this does mix nicely and it looks good. I'm going to take off one of my lights so we can look into the skin a little bit. I am not sure if this is my shade. Quick review on it. I do like the way that it applies. It applies seamlessly, it applies quickly, it dries quickly. I love that she has different color ranges. I'm going to give another color a try. So is this a life or death foundation? No, it's not. I think people are treating it that way because it's Rihanna and it's the first line she came out with, and it just came out with a bang with great colors for every single person. But I'm not. It's not really, I'm not like blown away. It's not like Kat Von D, it's not my Estee Lauder, and it's not my Maybelline Fit Me for drugstore. It's just there. I'm glad that she has a whole bunch of shades, but it's just not anything spectacular to me. It's just another foundation. But again, I'll try it in a different shade. Maybe I'll change my mind. I'll keep you guys updated on that. Let's move on to her lip gloss. So this is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb Universal Lip Luminizer, and it just says addictive shine, nourishing wear, universal finishing touch. So the finishing touch, let's try it out, and this is what it looks like. It's super cute. It's really fat though. You can't really put it in your purse. It doesn't have a color to it, so you can still see like your natural lip color underneath it, but it's still just like bam pow. It's not sticky. Doesn't taste like plastic really. I mean, you don't eat your lip glosses, but you can see this being a really moisturizing lip gloss. I think this is pretty. I like it. I like lip gloss. On to Anastasia Beverly Hills. So again, what I use in my eyes are dupes for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette, which I actually have because I only bought it so I could show you the dupes. I don't like this palette. I don't like the quality of this palette, so I only have it to show you guys, and then I'm chucking it. These are my color dupes, and I only have these colors because I don't like the whole Subculture palette. So speaking of the devil, let's open it. This is how you know I didn't use this for this eye look. It's still spanking new. So if you look at it side by side, you can kind of see that a couple of colors look the same. Let me start off by saying that a couple of these colors are from a brand called Feather River Body. I've never heard of them before. I actually found them on Instagram. So a couple of these shades, except for the middle red shade in here, are Feather River Body. The middle shade is actually by Makeup Geek. This color right here is Token, again by Feather River Body. So I'm going to swatch it. Very pigmented. Edge by Anastasia. This is the Feather River Body. And this was Anastasia. The light is reflecting off of this one. Lost. The green right next to it, again by Feather River Body. Untamed from the Anastasia Beverly Hills. And Untamed. Now this is not an exact dupe. Untamed is a tad shade darker. Thrilled right here, again by Feather River Body. And then Axis. Axis is a shade darker. Coca-Cola by Makeup Geek. Now this one's coming off as pink on camera, but it's not pink, so my lighting is throwing this all the way off. Yeah, it looks a lot different not in the light. That's crazy. Cannot I'm coming across as a liar. It looks a lot different. Make sure you check out my Instagram. I'm going to repost the Feather River Body dupe list. Bronze Perfection by Feather River Body, and that's what I have in my inner whatever, the inside, the middle. And then Adorn. There we go. This one's coming off more yellow, but it's not. I think you get the point. These are really close dupes, if not dupes. Again, on your eyes, colors tend to look the same. Swatches are hard to compare because you're not blending it out. You're not, blending it with other colors. So it's really hard to say that dupes are dupes when you're just swatching. But you could clearly see that these colors are very similar to colors in here. Like, it's very easy to see that. So if you only like a couple colors from this palette, I advise you to go check out Feather River Body website. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. It's just I literally only wanted these colors from this palette, and that's what I got. I achieved this eye look. These colors are pigmented. They're phenomenal. They're cheap. They're only $5 each. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell next to the subscribe button so you're notified when I have new uploads. Bye guys.